Good morning, y'all. It's a rainy day in the desert, which is kind of awesome. Um, it started yesterday, and it's cloudy and a little bit rainy, but I got little mud puddles or sand puddles here, there, and yonder. Um, I wish the birds would stay, but as soon as I click the door handle, they all fly off. But they're having a big old time out there. And it's not just a bird. It's it's like whole flocks of little tiny birds, songbirds. And yesterday there were some big like doves. I guess you would call them doves. They might not be doves. If they are, they're a different kind of dove that I'm used to seeing. Um, some people call them pigeons. I don't think they're pigeons. I don't know. Doves and pigeons, they're kind of like cousins, I reckon. Um, I need to look into getting me a book of the birds of the Southwest. I have one, and I finally dug it out, and I thought I need to get my bird book, and I got my bird book, and it was all the birds over in the Northeast. So, and there are some that are the same, but it doesn't really tell you. And of course, where I'm at, I would imagine there's a lot of birds here that will go north in a few weeks. But it looks like the 10-day forecast is cloudy and a little bit chilly. So I'm reckoning it's still what you might call winter in the desert and probably everywhere else. But I see people making videos over in the Northeast, and they're wearing like long sleeve T-shirts. They're like, "It is so warm," and it's like 60 degrees outside. I remember that. I remember doing that because when it's like 5 and windy, and there's 6 inches of snow, you're all cold, and it warms up to 60 degrees. It's like, whoa, oh, breaking news from Paul Begley there. Um, I did hear there earlier today there was some news, but I couldn't find anything about it. It was that breaking that it wasn't, I couldn't even find it on Google. Um, but anyway, back to all that warm weather where it's 60 degrees. Well, I'd kind of gotten used to 80 degrees in the day. So, so now that it's like 60 degrees, I'm cold. So I brought back out my fleece hat, keep my head warm, and I hadn't really put them away. I never put away my wool sweaters because you never know. But I did listen to a good video, Squirrel. Little weather information here, and I probably said this before. Most people don't realize that it's not about east or west in the weather, or north or south, really. It's all about the elevation. Because that's just the way it is. Higher above sea level you go, the cooler the temperatures are going to be, and that's real nice. But to get into cooler temperatures, which is one reason people are like, you're not going to be wanting to be here when it's triple digits, and I'm thinking warm summer nights is what I miss. When I lived in California, for instance, I was at, I lived in the valley, but it was like, I think 3,500 feet, I believe was the elevation. That's pretty high up there. So at night, you'd have to put on sweaters and jackets and stuff and sleep in warm pajamas because you might wake up in the morning and it'd be 40 degrees in July. That ain't right. So I'm really looking forward to um, leaving the windows open at night and not having to sleep under a down comforter. Now, I did take the wool blankets off. It was just so heavy, I wasn't sleeping proper. And I tried it different ways. And I was like, you know what? I'll just wear warm pajamas and, and a light blanket. Which of course I had to bring the fleece back out. My big old fluffy fleece pajamas, which are actually double layered because I do that. Because I am cold intolerant. See? And that's also the other reason why I did not want to be in the mountains of Virginia again. But I was prepared to do it. I would have done it. But I'm really thankful to be here in the warm desert. So I have no idea what y'all are experiencing out there. I haven't really done much weather looking, but it seems like every time I turn around, somebody's talking about it's. Well, like I say, I've watched some videos with people out there and seen them in not short sleeves, but like t-shirts. They don't have on their big down coats and stuff. So if the sun's shining, and apparently in North Carolina, they've been in a cloud cover for about a week, was my understanding. I'm like, oh, that's strange. We're kind of having the same weather here. Which I don't know if this is the normal or not, but it's kind of cool. Um, but I am a stay at home because the weather's bad kind of person. I'm like, I'm just not. I wanna, in a way, but I don't. I just don't want to go out in it. And of course, it was suggested to me if I got in my truck and turned the heater on, that'd be nice, but it's not worth it. I just went out to do a little video. I was going to put, I'm not too wet, and I'm wearing wool. And a lot of people don't realize wool is water repellent. It's not waterproof, but it's water repellent. And kind of like fleece, but it's more breathable. Fleece is made out of plastic bottles. Which I'm happy to say they're using the plastic for something, but I've got like plastic bottles on my head. These are wool. A sweet friend sent these to me. And did y'all see my necklace? Notice my necklace? Now it says something on one side. I can't see it, but I know that it says Yod Hey, Wat Hey, Yahweh on one side. And she said it was my wedding jewelry. And I really love it. Um, so anyway, I'm working through the Genesis and reading it, and then listening to Ellen's videos on it, which are very good and insightful and deeper. And I also remembered that it's funny, I went through a time period where I didn't read real books because I had a Kindle. It's been quite a few years now, but I had a Kindle. And so I had all my devotional books on there. And so, and some of them I don't even have a hard copy. And yes, I could read it on the phone, but the screen's this big. And that there's a whole lot of page turning. But anyway, it's nice to have real books in your hand. And this has been one of my favorite ones. I actually inherited it from my mother-in-law in 1997. And it was her copy. And I think you can read it. And there's her name. And you can find this book on Amazon for your Kindle. And I love the way, I always have. It's, a daily devotional, and there's, I don't remember the author's story. But what she did, there's a scripture. A lot of times there's like a poem. And then there are thoughts, prayers from authors of her time period. Now, what day is it? How much time I got? Glasses, there they are. 1928 is the copyright. Now, the original copyright, 1884. So it's been around for a while. And today there was a writing from, you might recognize these names, George Eliot, and another one from R.W. Emerson, as in Ralph Waldo. She does a lot of names that you would recognize, anonymous. Some, here's Emerson again, H.E. Manning. I know a lot of times, because I've gone through this a few times since 1997, but I pulled it back out today, and as always, it's so funny how it applies. And then my other favorite is also Charles Spurgeon. Wrote, actually, I believe his wife put this together. And I wanted to share this with you. I'm not going to share the whole thing. It's February 15th. It's morning and evening. And it's Old English, so bear with me. To him be glory forever. Never shall his praises cease. That which was bought with blood deserves to last while immortality endures. The glory of the cross must never be eclipsed. The luster of the grave and of the resurrection must never be dimmed. O Jesus, thou shalt be praised forever. Long as immortal spirits live, long as the Father's throne endures, forever, forever, unto thee shall be glory. Believer, you are anticipating the time when you shall join the saints above in ascribing all glory to Jesus, Yeshua. But are you glorifying him now? The apostles' words are, to him be glory both now and forever. Will you not this day make it your prayer? Lord, help me to glorify thee. I am poor. Help me to glorify thee by contentment. I am sick. Help me to give thee honor by patience. I have talents. Help me to extol thee by spending them for thee. I have time, Lord. Help me to redeem it, that I may serve thee. I have a heart to feel, Lord. Let that heart feel no love but thine, and glow with no flame but affection for thee. I have a head to think, Lord. Help me to think of thee and for thee. Thou hast put me in this world for something, Lord. Show me what that is, and help me to work out my life purpose. I cannot do much, but as the widow put in her 2 mites, which were all her living, so, Lord, I cast my time and eternity too into thy treasury. I am all thine. Take me and enable me to glorify thee now, in all that I say, in all that I do, and with all that I have. Wow. Yes, Old English. And it really makes you think. You actually have to pay attention to the words to get good understanding. So that's all I wanted to share with y'all today. Let's see. Well, oh, the big stack of journals you saw yesterday in the video. Those are ones I'm going through and writing, and I made progress yesterday. I say writing. I'm reading them. I'm typing it up. I made progress. I made progress. And I kind of sort of made a movie on iMovie. Kind of sort of. But I have a question, and I can't. I finally gave up. I couldn't find the answer. I was having to watch too many instructional videos. And so, anyway, that's what I'm doing. Oh, did y'all notice these? These were a gift too. Aren't they pretty? It's been a long time since I wore earrings. Um, and they usually get tangled up in my braids. And so, anyway, there's that. And I love y'all. So I hope you have a really blessed day.